Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're going to be doing a double unboxing, or I guess officially one unboxing and then an unbagging and unpackaging, something like that. We've got the latest from BattlBox and the latest from Going Gear. These are their monthly subscription boxes, bags, containers, whatever. Let's just open the stuff up and take a look at it. All right, we're going to start off with Going Gear first. I do want to mention to you, as I get out my knife to cut this open, that when I was emailing with Going Gear back and forth, the latest email I got to them, they just mentioned that like they actually save money by using this as compared to a box, which is probably pretty obvious. But, you know, every couple bucks that they can save in shipping is money they can invest into getting products for you as the subscriber. So just a little heads up about that. I think I mentioned something like that in the first video where I checked out their EDC club shipment monthly subscription. So anyhow, let's cut this open here carefully so we don't cut anything inside. Let's take a look and see what we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 items from the EDC club. And let's see what we have. First item is the Kizer Cutlery Gemini. So not that, not that, not that, not that. Here it is, Kizer Cutlery Gemini. I'll move these other things out of the way. There's your box. And the box is like so. It says Passion, Pride, Performance, designed by Kizer. And here is your knife. So this is like just a kind of a sturdy plastic there. Flipper design. It says Gemini on it. Looks like G10 handles and a green, and then nice and smooth for the opening. Let's see what we have for the steel, if it says here. N690. So N690 is a good steel. Definitely leaning more toward budget as opposed to a super high-end steel, but very corrosion resistant. The Benchmade Triage from years ago was made in N690, as are a variety of other knives. Steelwell has a bunch of knives in that as well. So just to show you a close-up. So definitely a cool EDC knife. So green, we got, it's got milled out there. Yeah, on the inside a little bit. Liner lock, flipper to open it. No thumb studs or anything. It does open very nicely. I would definitely call this grippy. Looks like that pocket clip is going to be right hand only and tip up. So like that in your pocket. There's a look at it when it's all closed up. This is a cool little knife. They're saying the value for this is 75 bucks. So just take it right there. $5 above the value already. Pretty handsome looking blade. Reminds me of kind of a large version of like the chive or the scallion, something like that. Yeah, I think the scallion in particular is what I'm thinking of. So there's your first item from the Going Gear EDC Club. Let's see, your second item is the Hero Clip in small, which is this right here. So hang your stuff, free your hands, 360 degree rotating. This is the small, which would imply they have larger sizes. This is going to hold up to 50 pounds. So it looks like, let me just flip this over here. So say hello to your new favorite hands-free helper. Yeah, swivels 360 degrees. It's compact. And it looks like from the photo here, you know, you're going to basically hook this over something and then hang your gear here. And they have a picture of like a, looks like a duffel bag or, you know, a backpack, something like that. There, swivels 360 degrees, compact, work, camp, travel, dine, family, organize, not for climbing. If you want to look up more information, the myheroclip.com. They're saying the value for this is $17.95. Next thing is it's a leather keychain, and this says Redeemed Creations, USA made quality goods. They're saying the value for this is 20 bucks, and there's your keychain. That's actually a really nice looking keychain, leather with your hook here. You got a little loop there if you want to put something else, and then you've got a loop here that doesn't unsnap. That's actually completely secured. Let me just see what it says as far as the info. So, specializes in Redeemed Creations company specializes in USA made small batch handmade leather goods, 100% Horween leather. This, I think it's Horween leather, yeah. This keychain will patina nicely over time. So there's that. That's your third item. And then your last item at a value of $3.95 is a Right in the Rain notebook from Going Gear. I've got a bunch of these. These are actually cool. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of tell. It's a little bit, this is a little bit darker than this, but it's very much like a tan color. And you've got lines and the vertical lines as well, dotted lines, which I actually like that. So I can write, I don't want just checks. I want to have more of these lines, but I like to have both. So that's a nice little addition. And you got some information on the back. So the idea is that when it's wet, you know, you're out writing in the rain, you can still use all pencils, write in the rain pens, wax markers, crayons, or oils, pastel/paint. So, you know, if you're out taking notes in the rain and this is getting poured on, it's not going to run all over the place. So actually at SHOT Show, they've got some of these and they like set these up underneath, they write on it and they set them up underneath a faucet that's constantly running on it. And you can see that it doesn't, you know, basically wear away the ink. So those are your 4 items for your EDC club. So adding it up, 75 bucks, 18 bucks, 20 bucks, and $4. So total, you're looking at just under $120 of value based on their estimation of the cost of these. So you're getting a lot of value for what you're paying, and you do get 2, looks like Going Gear, other stickers, but they're quite solid. You could definitely put these like on a window or the back of your car if you wanted to, something like that. So those are a little bonus. That's the latest from Going Gear's monthly Going Gear EDC Club. And now let's check out BattlBox. All right, so with BattlBox, once again, you have 4 different levels that you can pay, and you're going to get more value the higher amount of money you're paying. The highest level, the Pro Plus, you're going to get a month of the knife every single month, some sort of cutting tool or tool like that. So let's open this up and see what's inside. I can tell you as soon as I picked it up, I'm like, this thing feels really heavy to me. So I'm going to take this out. I can see we got a bunch of big items already. So let's start off at the basic level. Triumph Systems Reactive Targets is going to be your first product. So let's take a look here. So we've got this and this. So we've got a turkey, and then we've got, looks like it's supposed to be a groundhog maybe, or some sort of ground animal. Prairie dog, there we go. So for my estimation of things, you're basically going to set this up with these 2 stakes on the back, and then when you hit it, that I'm guessing that's going to explode. So it's going to, it says right here, it says harmful swallowed. So something is going to be leaking out to basically say that you actually hit it versus, you know, missing somewhere around here. So that's your first 2 items. That's valued at 12 bucks for these 2. So the prairie dog and the turkey. All right, your next item is this. This is the orange screw ground anchor set. You can see it says grass and firm soils, tarp tie downs, tent stakes for landscaping, small dogs camping. I've seen one similar to this, and I forget what they're called. I feel like they're called the Grizzly. But anyhow, these are, they're basically built to be super durable and to really stay on the ground. They're not going to get pulled out. So as you can see, you're basically going to screw them into the ground and then set up, you know, like this one's like a tarp here. The idea is that with the screw going into the ground, that it's going to stay in more than just like tapping a tent into a normal tent stake into the ground. So those are cool, especially if you're out doing camping. These are something I would definitely use for car camping. You know, if camping and backpacking, I probably want to carry something a little bit lighter. These don't feel terribly heavy, but they're definitely going to be heavier than carrying. If you carried like 8 of these or 10 of these, definitely going to be heavier than carrying just your average tent stake. But for car camping or bushcraft camp or something like that, kind of a cool item. So that's a 4-pack. These are considered the small, you can see there, so there must be larger options as well. Next up here we have, these aren't even labeled, but these must be the, these are 4 of these hot dog roasters or marshmallow roasters. This is actually pretty cool because I had one of these from a long time ago, and I think I broke one of them actually. I just wasn't taking care of it. So now I got 4. These are definitely going out to the bushcraft camp, and these telescope out and back, and they go out, just so you can see. I mean, quite a bit. You're looking at probably 3 feet maybe, something like that. And you've got this one and then 3 others in the bag. And then your last item at the basic level is this, which is the pull start fire. So it says no matches, windproof to 200 miles an hour, lights wet wood, burn in 30 minutes. So looking at the back here, loop the green string over a log and secure, build a structure, pull the red string quick and hard to start the fire. Kind of reminds me of like a pull version of like those old snap things that you would take out and like spike on the ground and you get that little popping sound. So I've never seen these before, so I'll probably check these out. I can't speak to these guys at all. Value for these guys is 11 bucks. And actually I just found this second one sitting there. So you get 2 of these for 11 bucks. So you're talking, you know, whatever, $5.50 for each one. And it looks like each one is individual. There's not like 3 in here or 2 in here. It's just one individual one in each package. So 2 of these for $11. That's everything at your basic level. All right, going up to your advanced level, this value is valued at $50, and this is the DEFCON 5 Tactical Products. It's a machete. So here's what it looks like. Pretty solid ballistic nylon. I've seen some pretty bad ballistic nylon in the past. Even the Mikkel Williamson knife from last month, the sheath was just not what I would be looking for. This one looks a little bit more sturdy, and you got a loop here to run your belt through. Yeah, it's definitely more sturdy than some other ones I've seen. This, as I first look at it, reminds me kind of the machete. Let me take it out of the package here. It's kind of cool. Yep. So yeah, you're gonna hold it. You're gonna hold it like. Let me try to see. If you hold it like this, you got to be careful because your finger could slip up. If you hold it like this, you got to lock your thumb in. I guess you could, if you put a lanyard on, yeah, if you put a lanyard on, you could definitely choke back like this to really swing and hack with this thing. It's kind of cool. This style kind of reminds me of some of the knives that Jason, who designed the Firecraft line of knives for White River Knife and Tool. He's got a knife that's got kind of this similar thing where you got like a handle and then the hole that you put your finger through. So kind of a cool design. Pretty lengthy blade there. So I looked at some of the other information, just under 14 inches, titanium coated, and it's 3CR for your steel. So I don't really know a ton about that steel. I haven't used that very much. I think I've seen it on some other axes or chopping tools. And then this looks like G10, very smooth out G10 as well. So definitely a very different style of cutting tool. If you're going to be doing stuff around like the campsite where you're car camping, I could see this coming in helpful to do some lighter work. It's got enough thickness, you could definitely do some batoning, that looks like. All right, your next item is this, which is quite heavy. This is the Hellfire Rocket Stove. Wow, this thing is really heavy. So holy cow, let me get this box out of the way. This is the Hellfire Stove. I tried to put it on this scale right here, and it basically said overload, so it's super heavy. I mean, I can't even tell you how much it weighs. I would never backpack with this, but I would definitely put it in the car if I had to just like cook around camp and I was pulling the car up. So I've had a similar stove to this made by Hot Ash. Man, I mean, just look at the size of the bag there. That thing is a bear of a stove. Holy cow, that thing is super, super heavy. So the concept behind this stove is that it's not made for backpacking. It's made for, to be a super durable stove that is, you can set up and you can put like a cast iron pan on it, cast iron pot. I mean, this thing has got some hefty thing. It's got a bag that comes with it and made to be something that you're using around camp, outside the car, or maybe at home. Definitely not a backpacking stove, but this thing is like, it would be hard for me to imagine this thing breaking. So here's our last item. This is your knife of the month, or should I say knives of the month. So you're getting 2 knives in here and then the machete as well. So you're definitely getting a lot of knives in this month. It's the Dead Fish Company knife set, laser etched with olive wood handles. You have a Santoku knife and then also a paring knife. And here's what they look like. There's your first one. Very handsome. For doing that cutting work, you're definitely not going to have your hand slip if you got a good solid grip on that. And nice, be able to lock that in. That's quite nice. Here's what they call the Santoku knife. Very handsome blade again. Nice big handle. Do some real nice cuts with that. They say it's got like a Damascus look to it, but they don't actually say what the steel is on it. But yeah, those are your two knives at the Pro Plus level. So they're saying the value for this one is $59.99 and this one is $89.99. So yeah, we've got like this double subscription thing here with BattlBox and Going Gear's EDC gear. So let me hear what you think. What do you like? What would you change? What would you keep? Yeah, just give me the update. I'm picturing these going right downstairs and going into my kitchen stuff. I've got 2 knives from Tops that are kitchen knives that I really like a lot. But I think I may swap out some other knives and use these. And these guys come very, very, very sharp. So be careful if you get these, whether in your monthly box or in the future you purchase them from BattlBox. Very cool looking knives. But let's hear your thoughts on what we got this month from these 2 companies. All right, guys, if you haven't seen other unboxing or unbagging videos I've done before, I don't go through every single product and test it out extensively. I just kind of let you know what's coming in the boxes so you can see what's available and what kind of value you're getting. So let's hear your thoughts and your feedback. In the meantime, thanks as always for checking out these videos. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.